Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Teemi Pheels. Today I just want to really talk about a very good program right now that are ongoing, and they have about 6 employers currently recruiting people for their province. So this is get creating a profile with them, and then the employers are going to actually pick from the profiles that they have in the system, and then if your skill matches what they are looking for, then you'll be sent an invite and then to submit an application, right? And they will definitely get a job for you. So before we just continue with all our story, if this is your first time coming onto my channel, you are the right place. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. For my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for your support so far, guys. Also share with your loved ones. Sharing is caring, like they say. So everyone, please do not forget to turn on your notification button so you can know whenever I drop a video. Okay, so let's get started. Okay guys, welcome back. So the government of New Brunswick is actually seeking people to come to work in their province, and it's more like you going to be getting a work permit alongside your PR simultaneously, which I think is awesome. So they have selected about 6 employers that will be handling this pilot program for them. So let's just go through it together and see what you need to be able to get the ball rolling, guys. Okay, so guys, anything we share here, I'll put the link in the description space or box or whatever in this video, so you can always go back and access it directly, so that way it's easier for you to be able to navigate. Sometimes it can be very complex on this website. Okay, so guys, you see, so I'm on the New Brunswick government website, and this program is the New Brunswick Critical Pilot program, worker program, and it was launched in December. I've not really had the time I brought it out, but anyways, we are here. Okay, so basically this program is a 5-year pilot program, and the reason for this is to address the critical labor shortages in their various sectors of the province. Okay, so basically they would need workers to come into work, but you must be eligible, or you must meet their criteria. Okay, and so they said the critical worker pilot is an employer-driven stream based on targeted recruitment for skilled workers, and therefore candidate applications to pilots are made through the participants' employers. Very important you understand that. So you're not just sending it to their immigration department. It has to be directed to these particular employers that they have selected themselves. Okay, so here's it. So for them to have selected each of these employers, the employers must have passed through some screenings, so, and that's it here. They said they must have been consistent. They must have been, okay, let me just read it here. So employers participating in the pilot were selected based on demonstrated experience and consistent use of both provincial and federal economic immigration programs over at least the past 3 years, So they have shown that they've been proven to be able to handle this project. Okay, so basically these are the names of the employers here. So if you're looking for it, this is here. So now we have seen the employers. There are 6 of them, like I said. Maybe they will get more in the future, I don't know, but for now these are 6 employers that are designated to bring people on board. So for you to get this, of course, you must have a job offer from any of this employer. You must have your high LTS standard, and then once you are able to do your interview and everything like that, then you'll be able to apply for a work permit, and you can come with your family together. Okay. So now I want to just quickly go through what is required of this application, how you can go about it. Okay, so let's just go through the guide. So this is it here. Just click it here. I already clicked it, so it's going to be here, so I don't need to click it anymore. But if you're going to do it yourself, just click here. Okay, like I said, I'm going to put the link in the description box. So I'm going to run through this so we don't waste much of our time. Just wanted you guys to know the most important things. So you can do these things yourself, guys. No need to, I don't know, it's easier for you to do it yourself. Read through it, take out some time to always, invest in yourself. That's what I can say. So as you can see, this is a guide and it's told you everything you need to know, eligibility and stuff like that. So let's just quickly run through it. Okay. Do I need a representative to help me apply this? Basically, even said no, so you can apply yourself. So just follow the instructions. So don't fall victim of scammers. Okay, so I've already said the objective, and there are 2 stages to being approved in this stream. So the first stage is for you to get a nomination certificate, and the second stage is for you to apply to the IRCC for your work permit, T13 work permit and PR visa. Okay, so basically, once we go through it, what you just have to do is to go and create a profile. So I'll show you how to also do that. Okay, so what you're doing is, if you meet all eligibility criteria and selection factors, and you have the support of your new Brunswick employer as indicated through a completed and signed employer information form NBPNP004, you can then apply by submitting an application online. Okay, so once you do that, then you can, if you are nominated, and then you can now proceed to apply for your work permit and PR together. Okay, so it's very easy, to be honest with you guys, and these are important information. Please read this information very well, and let me go to where I think is very important. Please, every information you are putting there, make sure that it's true, because you don't want to be given 5-year ban of misrepresentation. Okay, because anything you say is deemed legal. Okay. So you may register or apply providing you are a temporary resident with maintained status. So this means that even if you're a temporary resident and you're in Canada, you are eligible to apply for this. So far, you have maintained your status while you are in Canada. Okay. So if you are a student and you have experience, I would say apply. If you are a temporary worker that is on work permit, please apply as well. The goal is for you to get your PR. So yeah, all these ones, just paparazzis here. So now let's come to the candidate eligibility, which is the most important thing, one of the most important things of this application. So why do you want to reside in New Brunswick? What is your intention? So you need to have an intent to reside. So how do you demonstrate this intent? They've even given you what you need to do here. Maybe you've been applying for jobs. Please keep records of the jobs, because maybe like a screenshot or copies of it. Just keep records of it. You are currently working in New Brunswick. Maybe you schooled there before, you've volunteered there before, you have connections through work, study, or family. These are things you can actually use to explain in your intent to reside. Of course, you're going to have to detail it very well and sound very convincing. Okay. Or maybe you've even visited New Brunswick. So if you have a visitor's visa and you haven't, you intend coming to Canada, maybe you should add New Brunswick to your destination, your third destination, because at least it's going to be there. You get a stamp on your passport. So yeah, take advantage, you guys. Take advantage. You have family ties, maybe relations or families in New Brunswick. That's also a good one. You must have a job offer. That's the second one. Okay. And that job offer must come from one of those 6 employers that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so have a job offer. Make sure that the wage is at par with what job bank is saying. Because there's always a threshold depending on your occupation. Please make sure that whatever your employer is giving you is going to be at par. I'm very sure they would definitely even look into that, because they won't want IRCC to reject the application. So the company would also, work on that. But also just so high that they say it's better than one, look at it to make sure that it is at par with what they want. So be comparable to the rate paid to workers with similar level of experience and training for equivalent jobs in New Brunswick. Be consistent with the wage compensation structure of your employer. So they said bonuses, commissions, profit sharing, distribution, tips, gratitude, overtime, wages, housing allowance, room and board, or other similar payments to be part of your wages. So they will not consider all these things I mentioned. So if they have put all these things and saying, okay, it's part of your wages, it will not be considered though. So please look at your terms and conditions, your offer letter very, very well. So you may also apply if you have remote work arrangement, but you are currently residing in New Brunswick, or you have lived in New Brunswick in the 12 months prior to submitting the application, or you are working for an eligible New Brunswick employer with a valid authorization to work. Okay. I think that will be very easy for those that are in New Brunswick on a temporary work permit. That's a very good one. So if you are under the regulated occupation, maybe like the doctors, the nurses, the pharmacists, you want to open this and then read thoroughly to see how you can obtain your license and how to go about it. It's really sometimes quite different from the regular, kind of occupations, And then you are PR ready, right? So that's for the employer. So for the employer, for so for the employer, all applications must be supported by an employer information form. So you must fill this form NBCWP, like work permit 004, completed by the employer and signed by both the employer and the applicant. Make sure your employer also signs and then you sign. Application submitted without the express support of the New Brunswick employer as indicated by this form are not eligible for nomination under this pilot. So please make sure that your employer puts this information, is thoroughly filled, signed by you and your employer. Okay. Also, your employer must pay a federal compliance fee. Okay. And also submit your offer of employment form through the IRCC employer portal before the applicants can submit their work permit. So basically, make sure that your employer pays the federal compliance fee and submit your offer letter that they'll be giving you before you go ahead and submit your own work permit. This is kind of similar to the IEC that I did. So if you haven't seen that video, go and watch the video. Okay, although that one is just for ages 18 to 34. This is for from 19 to 55. So it's a wider range. Okay. The selection factor. So you must be between the ages of 19 to 55 years, and your age is assessed as of the day that a complete application is submitted to Government of New Brunswick. Okay, in response to the ITA you will be receiving. Age is not considered as of the date you registered. So it's when they receive your application, not the day that you registered to say, I want to fill the form. Okay. So also you would need the language test, which is IALTS, PIP, and if you are proficient in French, that's also good for you. Like I said, this promise is the only bilingual province that you're allowed to, communicate in French and also communicate in English. So that's also very good. So there's no barrier of, oh, I'm speaking English, I can't speak French, I'm speaking French, I can't speak English. So it is the only bilingual province that we have in Canada. Okay. And look at it, guys. All you need is just the CLB 4, Canadian Learning Benchmark 4. So I think it's a good one, guys, if you ask me. So look at it here, reading, general, and all you need is a general module 3.5, writing 4.0, listening 4.5, and speaking 4.0. So if your IELTS is low, I think you should also consider this option. I always tell people, it's federal level is not really the only options you have. Look elsewhere, and then consider these opportunities. Keep applying, just keep applying. Then your education, you must have at least have a Canadian secondary high school diploma or a foreign high school diploma, which will be equivalent to Canadian. So if you are bringing the international degree or certificate, please make sure that you have your ECA report. I have been saying this all. It's very important. Just do this thing and have it handy, because you don't know when it will become useful. So please, these are the organizations that you can use. But me, I always advocate for WES because they're always very fast. I don't know about the others. So if you're a pharmacy holder, this is the one you'll be, they'll be certifying yours. And then for the medical doctors, yes, this is the Medical Council of Canada that will be certifying your credentials. Okay. I think you guys should just take advantage of this thing, guys, please. And yeah, so, and say work experience, in the last 5 years, you must have worked at least 1,560 hours over a period of 1 year. Okay, 12 months. So, and if you're working 30 hours, this is the number of hours you would have worked in 1 year if you were working 30 hours. So yeah, the following cannot be counted towards your work experience. Unpaid work, volunteer internship, no. Co-op is not counted. Okay, so they want legit work. You must work that you were paid for. Okay, your work experience may be with one or more employer, it doesn't really matter. So just make sure you have your reference, to support that you worked there, and then it has to be in line with the NOC code that you'll be applying for. Okay, so once you have all this, you have your offer. You must accept a genuine offer of full-time, non-seasonal. Look at what they said. So make sure that those employers are not giving you a seasonal job. Okay, non-seasonal job employment from an eligible New Brunswick employer who is willing to support you through the immigration process. Okay, so guys, that's it. Really, that's it. Once you do that, then you can now create an expression of interest, and then receive an invitation, and then submit your application. So basically, the good thing about this is that you'll be submitting your application, your work permit, and your PR together, which I think is good. So most important thing now that I see here now is that next step for you to do right now, if you have your IELTS, you have your WES report for the medical people, you have the Medical Council of Canada. For the pharmacists, you have, your those verifying your own as well. Just come here, guys. Boom. See? Come here. Register. Register. You're not an employer, so you're going to use this. Register. Register. And put it, register. Give your name, register, have your password. And submit your documents. And that's it. And wait for you to get and then wait for you to have the ITA. This is kind of similar to the express entry, but it's just that you're getting a nomination here, and then you're getting your work permit and PR at the same time. So you're not even going to be waiting till the PR is out before you come in. Once you get your work permit, you're here, and then as you're working, your PR is ongoing. So that's it, guys. Don't sleep, wake up. 2023 is for you. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to learn one or two things here. So don't wait for anything. Don't waste your time. Don't delay anymore. Just go and create that profile on the INB portal, so you can get selected if your skill matches what the employers are looking for, so you can get your work permits as soon as possible, and then you can come in and then start in the province of New Brunswick. It's a very cool place. Like I heard, I haven't been there, but I mean, it's a cool place. So guys, if you loved this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, that'll be all for today, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.